Hi, everybody. This is Jeff Barton. Welcome back to the Mortgage Minute. We're on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, a number of our social media, as well as YouTube. If you want to see our radio show, you can go to YouTube, Jeff Barton, the Mortgage Voice, or listen to the 5 stations in the 3 different states that we currently are broadcasting. Anyway, let's get right to it. Let's get right to what's happening. I've recently been out in Las Vegas market. We have an office out there, so I went out there to see what was happening, not only with my crew, but what's happening in general with real estate in Las Vegas. Update from that is last month there were about 4,000 houses available for sale. This month there are about 10,000 houses available, and we're approaching 3 months availability online, meaning that a house has to be on the MLS for about 3 months before it sells. Now, what does that mean? It means that the housing market is slowing in Vegas. If it's slowing in Vegas, it's slowing in a lot of places. Let's go through some of the cities where we've seen reduction in prices. We talked about it several times on this particular show as well as the radio show. It's an indication. If you're slashing prices, that's an incentive for people to want to who want to buy more rapidly. Okay, Boise, Idaho is number 1 on the list. 61.5% of the houses listed are cutting price, and we go all the way down to 10th on the list. Indianapolis, 44% of the people who have listed their houses are cutting prices. Some of the other notable names on the list, we have Sacramento in California. Now, California usually has prices go up and down like a yo-yo, especially in bad times. Sacramento is one of those places, and of the number of properties listed, this 48.7% of the houses listed are cutting price. Seattle, 46.3%. Portland, 45.7%. Tampa, Florida, 44.5%. This is an indication of the real estate market slowing. Now, I was just asked like 2 seconds ago by one of the people working here, what does that mean? Does that mean that it is a good thing or a bad thing? Well, unfortunately, this doesn't mean that more houses are coming on the market. This just means that the houses on the market are too expensive. And so that's not great for the inventory. Overall, real estate really powers about 25% of our economy, as well as it does in China and a number of other places. If, in fact, we don't see a rise in inventory, all we're doing is shuffling the deck. We raise the real estate prices, or we raise the mortgage interest rates, and we're just cutting down on the number of buyers that are out there. We're not really adding to the supply. Adding to the supply would actually bring housing prices down, plus allowing more and more people to get into the home ownership. And home ownership is the number one way by which you can set yourself up for the rest of your life, because of the way that real estate prices actually rise and real estate value rise. However, we may see some of that be reduced if we have a recession. I think we might have a recession, more likely than not. And if you read, whether it's Jimmy Dimon or from Chase, or I don't know, even Warren Buffett or Charles Munger, or just watch CNBC, Bloomberg, all these predictions of recession are just because of the way the Fed is raising interest rates, and the interest rates continue to raise. We may see a 100 basis point raise at the end of the month. Okay, so 5 cities poised for a 15 to 20% drop if there is a recession. This is not me saying this is on, it's not Housing Wire, I forget where I found it. Anyway, Boise, Idaho, 73% overvalued according to Moody's. Colorado Springs, Las Vegas, we talked about Las Vegas already. The average price in Las Vegas is $482,000, but home sales have dropped 8.8% year over year. That's not a good thing. Phoenix, Arizona, and Coeur d'Alene, Idaho are just, Colorado Springs being another one, of where economists have seen, not economists, but real estate experts have seen that these cities may see a huge drop in real estate prices. Okay, let's talk about rates a little bit. The 30-year fixed rate is at 5.77. The 15 is at 5%. 4.88 for the jumbo product, 5.25 for FHA, and 5.40 for the 5/1 ARM. The 2-year, and we've seen this inversion. This is another indication, as we have talked about on this as well as the radio show. for some time. I'm not the one who's making up these particular statistics, but if you get an inversion, i.e. the 2-year pays you more than the 10-year, well, that's a problem and a signal of obvious recession coming. So the 2 years at 3.157 and the 10 years at 2.96. Now, the inversion's not huge, 20 basis points, 25 basis points, but it is real and it has been persistent over the last week. Let's see. Cryptos. Celsius files Chapter 11. There's 2 others that have also filed Chapter 11. 3 Arrows Capital and Voyager Digital. Crypto space down below, I think it was, what was it? I don't know, 18,000 for Bitcoin, and the second largest, which is Ethereum, I think that's also down to 13. It's not a good time to be in crypto, that's for sure. Rent prices rising fastest since 1986. Let's see what else. Slowdown in housing, more buyers backing out of deals. Yeah, that actually just happened to an agent. Friend of mine out in Las Vegas, we talked about it. 2 times in the last 30 days, buyers have backed out of deals. Why is that? Because we're seeing rising interest rates and we're seeing more and more properties on the market. Therefore, prices have to come down, and there's no reason why a buyer has to be beholden to a contract, especially if they can get something cheaper. I'm Jeff Barton. This is the Mortgage Minute. Really appreciate you listening. We'll see you soon.